Okay. We have a lot of things coming up
So
this
many
week.
things.
And the first thing that so I guess we'll just jump right into
Let's do it.
events.
We've already jumped.
So we're in the events. And this coming Sunday is our Thanksgiving at the Hub. So the church, Osage Hills Christian Church, is going to be having our Thanksgiving meal. And already you're bored.
I know, man.
Yeah, it didn't even start yet. We just saw the very first thing and already bored. We're
Yep.
starting off strong today. But Thanksgiving at the Hub, super excited about this event. And right now we've got almost everything that we need.
Well, we have commitments.
We have commitments that
don't
definitely
actually have the things.
Yes, I know. We have, so we'll rephrase that. We have people who have said that we'll have
Yes.
everything that we need.
And if there's one thing you can be trustworthy of, it's people's word.
So if you can follow through with your commitment, this is what Mark is saying.
Oh, man. It's going to be great.
It's like we're burning people right off the bat.
Nah.
But here we go.
They're going to do great.
Thanksgiving, dude. It's going to be great. We're going to connect Christ to where we live. We're going to reach out to those in our community, and we're going to eat with them. Great opportunity to start talking about some things, like football, Jesus, their kids, what they do for a living, and, make those kind of connections so that we can share Christ with them. Invite them to come and be a part of Osage Hills. I mean, the majority of the people who go and have Thanksgiving dinner with us will be living in the area, so we're not really that far away.
Mm-hmm.
But it would be great for you to go and come and celebrate with us. So even if you haven't signed up to bring a dish, come and help. Come and eat with us. Come and celebrate and be thankful with us. It's a great opportunity for our church to get plugged into the community in an important and meaningful way, especially around Thanksgiving, because there's so many things for us to be thankful for, especially as believers. So I want to encourage you, come this Sunday, and the dinner starts at 4:30, and we're asking that Osage Hills be there at 3:30 to set up and prepare for the event, and just make sure that our food is ready to go. So
I'm making spicy turkey.
You are?
Yep. Slap yo mama.
Okay.
Is the seasoning.
Oh.
that I'm using.
That's fun.
Yep.
All right. Sounds good. And then, Thanksgiving at the Hub. That's the first thing on there. And then the following Saturday, which is November 26th,
Yep.
we will be hanging the greens.
Hanging them.
And getting ready for the Christmas season.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
So good.
It'll be fun. It'll be good. And then this 27th kicks off our Christmas series. It's actually the first Sunday of Advent that day. And we will also be doing some Christmas things between our services again at 10 o'clock. And the first thing that we're going to do is have breakfast.
Breakfast.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be yummy.
Christmas.
Christmas breakfast. And Dakota is going to surprise us with what that means.
No, we don't even know what that means. Mm-mm. We're going to find out together. 10 a.m.
It's adventure breakfast.
Santa Claus is bringing breakfast to town.
Or Dakota and some other people who are going to be helping. We're real excited about getting those things going. And then, those are some of the major deals.
Great.
Mm-hmm. 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 So the other thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to have our own Osage Hills family Christmas tree.
Mm-hmm.
So bring a family ornament and hang it on our tree.
Yeah, I want to see weird ornaments this year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because every family has them. Like, there's some ornament from back in like the 80s or 70s that's like was probably like a gag gift or something. It's only funny to your family. Like, that would be great to have a whole tree of ornaments with no context.
And people
we had one. My dad's name was Harold, and there was we had an ornament on our tree, and he hated it. It was his least favorite ornament. It was one of those little fat baby angels
Yeah.
And it was saying, "Hark, it's Harold."
Okay, nice.
Like, that's what I'm talking about. We need some of those.
That is a little cheesy.
That's
for
great.
Sure. So, but that also starts on November 27th. So make sure that your ornament is ready to go. Another thing that is coming up is we are doing the angel tree, the Cookson Hills angel tree. Again.
Yeah, and what's cool and different about this year is, as opposed to years past, is we are adopting one family. So it's not just like random kids in different families. We're actually adopting one family. So we'll buy all the angels on our tree will be kids from a family that all live together and the house parents that parent those kids.
Yeah,
it'll be really cool.
It'll be cool. And that actually begins this Sunday. So we should have that tree up this weekend.
Yep.
In our
foyer.
Is that what it's called? Is the foyer? So when you walk in,
if you're from Oklahoma, it's a foyer.
Go into the hallway and go to the next hallway on your left.
It's not quite a lobby.
It's not really a lobby.
Foyer, I think, is.
So proceed through the doorway and turn left to the next doorway before you get to the final doorway that takes you into the worship center.
Yeah. Yeah, basically just walk in our building and look for a Christmas tree.
Yes. That is the goal.
Probably won't be too hard to find.
You'll see it. But it's going to be up this weekend. And what we're asked to do is that all the presents will need to be wrapped and tagged and returned here by December 11th. And if you have any questions, you can contact Anastasia. So because she's an awesome person. So a few more things that are coming up. We're taking registrations early for kids that are going to the midwinter retreat. The high schoolers are going in December and the middle schoolers are going in January. Cost for them is $75 right now. So be sure to register your kids. There's more information in the app that you can go and check out. And if you have not downloaded the Church Center app, I'd encourage you to do that.
Yeah.
Do that as soon as possible.
Big time.
So, yeah. And that's pretty much all we have for events right now.
Yep.
So events done.
Time to get ready. Time to get ready for that Sunday morning feeling. Church coffee.
It's like waiting to see what you were gonna say, and you that Sunday morning feeling. It's like it's a little anticlimactic, but it was hilarious.
Probably find this hard to believe, but there are times where I will start a sentence and have absolutely no idea where it's going until we get there.
then when you're there, it's like,
just be confident. That's what I meant to say.
Just drove right off a cliff right there.
But we got down the cliff.
We got down. Yeah, no.
So, hey. Win.
Win. That's a way to look at it. But yeah.
It's our last week.
It's our last week in the Satisfied Soul.
Listen, if you have come to all of the weeks, this will be the third week, and you leave without your soul being satisfied. That's on you.
And if you
just kidding.
That's a lot. So here's what I want you to do, though, as we get ready for this closing sermon in this series. Prepare for it, and you can do it in a few different ways. The first thing to probably do is to read over the text before you come. It's Philippians chapter 4, verses 10 through 20, okay? Read over that text. Don't just read over it once, though. I would encourage you to read over it 3 times. 3 times. And don't skim over it. Read over it and see what God is going to be saying to you. Read it out loud even. Read it at the dinner table with your family. Read it before you start dinner, after you have dinner, and then before you go to bed. It's just a way, because there's some passages in there, very, very powerful. especially in the realm of contentment. And ironically enough, and this isn't really part of the message, so I'm going to talk about it here. Very famous verse that a lot of people take out of context is verse 13. It says, I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. And in context, he's talking about being content.
In prison.
And yeah, it's
not finding a parking spot at the mall.
Yeah. So, or being able to lift heavy weights or be able to play a sport really, really well. A lot of us use this verse to ascribe it to an achievement when really it's ascribed to surrender. And an achievement is I think pursuing an achievement is one of the greatest rivals to becoming content. The more that we try and achieve something, the less happy we become. And then also our contentment in the moment upon our achievement ends up only lasting for a moment because we haven't learned the art of surrendering. So I would encourage you to read those passages, to pray over them, do it with your family, especially heading into the Christmas season. And who knows, maybe Christmas will look very, very different because we're learning about contentment now. And then, it also puts into perspective some of the other things that we've already talked about, especially in the realm of rejoicing in the Lord all the time. About praying and experiencing the God of peace who guards our hearts and minds, about reorienting our thoughts around what is good and then living out what God has told us to do in our lives. When we get to that point where he talks about learning to be content with a lot or a little, that's when he can do all things through Christ. And so really it comes from that posture of prayer and rejoicing and reorienting our minds and living out what God wants us to do before we can even get to that spot. So I just want to encourage you, spend some time in prayer about that, about what God can show you this weekend, and read over the passages.
I promise I'm not bored. I don't know. It's like one of those weird.
It's afternoon
fit,
for us.
Yeah,
it's afternoon for us right now, so it's a little late.
And as far as worship goes, this is our last week of non-Christmas worship music. So if you love Christmas worship music, the next 5 weeks are going to be great. If you don't, it's still going to be great. You're just not going to like it.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, we have one more thing I wanted to announce. Just
one more thing.
Make sure that we know this. December 25th is on a Sunday. So mark your calendars now. One service that day at 10.
10 a.m. Big
one service that day.
Family Christmas.
Yeah. So anything else for us?
Nope.
It's been nice and cold.
Yeah, that's why I'm wearing my vest.
In a couple of days, it's going to be in the 30s. I plan on having a fire in the fireplace that day.
We don't have a fireplace here.
My house.
Oh.
On Friday.
Could we put to test one of those smokeless fire pits inside?
Did they make those?
Yeah, I don't think they are really smokeless.
I don't know.
I don't know how you can.
Is it like a real fire?
Wood. Yeah, you burn wood in it.
So a little fire pit. That sounds really weird.
Yeah, it's supposed to be smokeless, but I don't think that's accurate.
No.
Well,
all right.
If we don't see you before Sunday, see you Sunday.
We'll see you Sunday.
Bye.